So this is Marmaduke, the new Netflix kinda original movie. As you can see here, we got a logo for a company I've never seen, one cool animation. It appears to be a kanji. Oh, I've seen this one on a lot of crap. You know, it's easy to dunk on this and say, well, who asked for this? Why would there be a Marmaduke movie now? But then you start looking into it. Sometimes these properties are wildly popular in different countries other than America. Like, The Wacky Racers is insanely popular in Japan. It always has been. Like, all that classic Hanna-Barbera stuff. Who knows? Maybe it's a very small studio. Maybe this is a passion project for Marmaduke fans around the globe. This is just a series of jokes from that is typical of the comic strip, which is what I remember. Like, Marmaduke, he thinks he's a person. Which it would have been interesting if at the beginning of this movie it's like, why am I here? Why aren't I with all the other humans? Like, what if they did a Toy Story angle? Where it's like, you're not a human, Marmaduke, you're a dog. And him having some sort of like existential crisis about it. I'm kind of digging all this stuff with the kid playing with the animals. That just seems so wholesome to me. I kind of wish there were more of that. And of course it displays that Marmaduke is hyper-destructive. But on the other hand, that's also like a little bit of the kid's fault. This is the actual inciting incident. Someone saying that, like, the dog is untrainable and the world's greatest dog trainer being indignant about that. Very much Talladega Nights.
Today, we want to talk about something serious. Packs of stray dogs that control most of the major cities.
I guess this isn't a bad plot if you're for a Marmaduke movie. I mean, I could sort of see it having a little bit of, I'm getting like Garfield's Fun Festival vibes off of this. Reminds me of those cartoons that have like the little dove on the bottom of the corner, like it's like approved by, I don't know, like some sort of church or something. This is weird having him talk like this. When was that one movie? Holy shit! The Marmaduke live action movie came out 10 years ago. Holy crap! I thought that was. I was like, they just made a Marmaduke movie. Why would they make another one? Oh God! Like I've never had that happen before. Time catching up on you. It's like, oh yeah, Gravity Falls came out 10 years ago. You're not gonna like spook me with like, oh no, I just watched the premiere yesterday. It's like, no, Pokemon movie was 25 years ago. Yeah, I know. I understand how time works. That one actually scared me. And there's more water in the pool than possible. That's actually a little funny. Hell, there's more water than... whatever. I was saying about the style, it's... These designs are so... How did it flood the house? How did it flood the house? There's no way there's that much water. I don't care.
Oh, look! A bed.
I was going to say, the designs are radically different from... Like, that's like a 1990s Sunny D kid right there. The designs are hello. Jeez. Yeah. Damn. Oh, they turned her into a furry. Here we are at the Big Dog Show. The big finale of the movie. What, they couldn't model pants on her? Or a dress? They couldn't model a skirt over her gigantic thunder thighs, so they just put her in a black tie shorts. Oh, this is not going to end well.
Oh, we're going to do great things. Marmaduke.
The designs are radically different from the comic strip. It's like, I think the dad had brown hair and had a mustache. I just can't get over these designs. I think Peanuts is the only one that properly transfer over from the strip to the... Well, I don't know. There were all those Archie adaptations. Those were pretty okay. There's the Dennis the Menace cartoon in the 80s, which is actually like a pretty decent one-to-one from the comics to the screen. I've never seen such a radical departure from strip to the screen. It looks like they're trying to emulate like the Minions art style. That the dad reminds me of the husband in the Minions movie, the first one.
Look at it, Herb.
Who's this handsome herb fella? No, my name is Blurb.
Look at the designs, the artwork on the stalls. Again, it's in the background. God, I gotta actually look up and see the concept art for this movie, because man, I would actually really like to see who this artist is. Concept art is so expressive. Look at the background. God, I need to figure out who did this. I would love to see a movie with these actual designs. I wonder if that's the way it started out, where he's like, hey, here's some 2D designs. And it's like, no, we gotta make it 3D. We gotta make it models, because that's more cost effective. And we can recycle models. Like that's basically a French version of the secretary that got Marmaduke into the show, despite the fact that he has no credentials.
Marmaduke! Zeus.
So this is like your obligatory gauntlet of celebrity voices, including J.K. Simmons here. Interesting. J.K. Simmons in everything.
Hey, Furbank. Huh? What do you want?
He's playing dirty. He's using his shampoo to slip up Marmaduke. Like, okay, this is actually like really good. Like exceptional animation. So this must be like animated by either the director himself or just someone who's like really good. Whoa, look at that. This is actually smooth. So yeah, this is the big standout part in the whole movie. If like the whole movie was sort of animated like this, which is, to be fair, it's like on the tier of maybe Minions, then yeah, this would be fine. Good Matrix style fight scene. That's actually, you know what? People sort of have a right to be obsessed with that. It's bullet time, slow motion, playing with time. It was actually like a huge breakthrough in the idea of cinema, of being able to compress and decompress time. The only problem is that it's used in stuff like this. This is probably a very small animation studio, and you're probably doing a lot of training on the job. So I can sort of respect, like, fiddling around and playing. You're basically, it's pay to play. I say, oh yes, this was animated by the guy who made Seal with a Kiss and like the Puss in Boots cartoon that was like animated entirely in Flash by like only him. He was like a former Disney animator who was like got a hold of a copy of Flash and just decided to make movies with it. I think Phalis reviewed. He just like would take still images and poses half the time and just kind of move them around. It was very, very rough. But anyway, I guess he was the director of this. But again, how much did he actually do on this? I mean, he probably saw some of the dailies and was like, that's okay. Because if these are made by 3 foreign countries, I don't think he like had a lot of input on that then. I would like to hear a behind the scenes about just how this came together. So Marmaduke has just relieved himself into the trophy. And I think this is like one of the most... It's definitely one of the most interesting shots in the movie because, as you can see, it's just a still frame of all these characters in different poses reacting to what they have just witnessed. Now, and that's, I think, a reskin of the dad right there. It wasn't smart putting them both close together. SOS again. I think this shot's neat because if you're on a shoestring budget, and if you want to give your staff a sort of pause in production, then you can. This is an interesting sight gag where you just kind of do the Deadpool shtick and move the camera slowly for a reaction. Again, not great, but just interesting and a clever problem solving. Also, I was thinking about this. This whole movie suffers from what I call episodic storytelling. Basically, like, if you wanted to, you could, like, divide this up into episodes of what's going on. Like, introduction to Marmaduke. He ruins the party. That's episode 1. Episode 2, he gets the attention of the dog trainer. And they decide, and then the training sequence. That's episode 2. Episode 3, Grunkle Stanley, dog, tricks Marmaduke into ruining his first pageant or dog show or whatever. What do you? Yeah, dog show. You don't call them pageants. Episode 4 is the fallout. All this stuff, like the lowest point for Marmaduke. If this were like a streaming series, that's the way it would be broken down. Doesn't work for a movie though. You need a 3-act structure, and we're already on Act 7 right now. I guess this is the stakes that have been raised. He needs to actually win a dog show in order to pay for the damages he did. Again, like, this movie's weird. Everything's there, but it's all, much like the characters, everything is disproportional.
Good lord, you can see it from orbit.
Anyway, he's trying to get his trainer back, or trying to get a second chance. And now he's traveling across the world, which I contest is way more impressive than simply winning a dog show. And at that point, he's already earned his respect. He's got it back already. He's gone viral 3 times now. So, like, you wanted him because he went viral in the first place. Now you don't want him now that he's again the most popular dog in the world for traveling across the world.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Guy Hilton. And you're about to show the world just how hungry you are.
He's not French. He stopped being French as soon as he can hear him. Like, he heard that whole dialogue. The guy's not stupid. And his accent changes every freaking scene he's in. Such a complex character, this guy. Like, so many layers. Truly, there's never been a character like Guy from the Marmaduke movie. And now we've introduced mysticism. This guy has psychic powers. Okay, so this is a little weird. Like, you have this guy trying to tutor. Like, Marmaduke has a second mentor at the very tail end.
To beat the bacon, you have to become the bacon.
You are the bacon.
Bacon! Bacon!
What the hell was that? Lord almighty, there's a rapping Shih Tzu. Okay, this is actually sweet. His talent is just basically playing with his kid. Thematically, it ties the movie together with just basically Marmaduke being a family dog. Now, at this point, the cat is the one displaying the talent. Marmaduke's not doing anything. Oh, okay, well, now he's dancing. So, good for him. Did they set up fireworks? Okay, so Zeus won. I don't think the judges... Oh, wait a minute. God. Oh my God. I can't believe I haven't seen this. Oh! Oh God, they've been recycling so many shitty character models. I can't believe I didn't see this. Did the whole movie just punk me? I can't believe it. Like, look, his face is the same face as the fat judge right there. Is this movie secretly brilliant?
This can't happen. That trophy's mine. I'm supposed to be champion!
This dog turned into Shooter McGavin. Wait, actually, yeah. That's the same thing did happen in Happy Gilmore. Is he dead? Okay, well, they're having a big funeral scene for him now because they need the weird tearjerker ending. Boy, that guy is sure hyped about dog intercourse. Oh, he's intense about it. He's like, oh yeah, you get it, Marmaduke. Okay. Oh. Oh, oof. Oh, what is... Oh, oof. So they didn't have the ending to this movie. These are the storyboards, or the animatics. They were supposed to have a big dance-off, and they just decided to just use the animatics for this tail end. So, final thoughts on this Marmaduke movie. Oh man, it's got some problems, like a lot of problems. Script-wise, I think it's the most clunky. Characters change their motivation at the drop of a hat. And no much more so than the character of Guy, who first feels like he's some sort of villain, or even a glory-chasing narcissist who wants to just use Marmaduke for his own goals, but then, of course, he changes multiple times over the course of the film. And like I said, there's lots of problems with the animation. Admirably enough, I also see a lot of problem solving. The idea of using the still frame for the fart joke. It's the artsiest fart joke I have personally ever come across. And then, even at the tail end, where they're like, oh god, we gotta finish this up, let's just animate the storyboards. Sure, why not? I'm like, again, I'm almost certain that this was... I saw a movie poster for this while I was doing my research, and it looked like an entirely different design. It's like a blend between Scoob and... which makes me think that was the original style of the project. And then it either got delayed. Oddly enough, the COVID epidemic did a lot for animation because, people needed more content. Or rather, these studios needed more content, and that caused animation to sort of blow up. Didn't help this project at all. I think it probably got its budget slashed a couple times. It may have also been an issue where there was some studio heads that got involved with it and then replaced at the tail end. That happens a lot. So sometimes they lose their budget on that. Yeah, just kind of super intriguing either way. Marmaduke, you can truly say that Marmaduke is one of a kind.
You might want to close your eyes, Puddin'.